Hi everyone, my name is Megan and this is my Spring Fling O'Ween reading vlog. So it is April 27th, it's my brother's birthday, not that any of you needed to know that, and yeah, it's the start of Spring Fling O'Ween. So hosted by Gabby Reads and Olivia Reads a Latte. I will link them both down below, but you should really know who they are if you're watching this video. And yeah, I'm excited. I have all of one thriller, horror, mystery book on my shelves and I'm planning on reading it. It's on my TBR mash TBR. I'll link that and Chloe, who created the game, down below. And it is Final Girls by Riley Sager, which is about 3 final girls who were left alive after massacres, and one of them dies and the other 2, I guess, team up, figure out what's going on, and I don't really know anything else other than that. But this fits both of the book prompts and I'm excited to read it. So the 3 prompts for Spring Fling O'Ween are: read a book with pink or yellow on the cover, read a book with a backlist horror or thriller, and make a fall themed drink or beverage. So we have pink on this cover. It's definitely backlist. This is like a mass market paperback. And when was it published? 2017, so it's like 5 years old now. Wow. So it's not like massively backlist, but he's had like 5 more books since then, I think, so it's fine. And yeah, what else? What am I gonna? I'm gonna make a Bailey's hot chocolate for my fall themed beverage, I think, because I love a good Bailey's hot chocolate in the autumn winter time. So yeah, this is what I'm reading for Spring Fling O'Ween. However, it's the end of the month and I still have books not on my, sorry, excuse me, I'm ill, so if I sound like I can't speak, it's because I can't. So yeah, so I have books on my TBR that are not officially TBR mash books, so it doesn't matter if I don't read them, but I want to. So I started A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross this morning and I'm on page 231. I have the audiobook going from Scribd and it's been really easy to get through and I'm really enjoying it so far. So this is about a magical island called Cadence and girls have started going missing, and the daughter of one of the leaders of the island thinks that the only way that she can help bring the girls back is with the help of a bard, and so she invites her childhood nemesis back to Cadence so that he can help her find these missing girls and fix what's going on in the island. And it has like a really nice atmosphere, and like the relationships are a little bit slow. Nothing is being developed as much as I want it to be, but like I'm still having a really good time with it, and it's got time to give me the development that I want and for people to be having conversations. But like I am like 50% of the way through and I'm having a really good time. I'm going to go back to work now. My lunch break is over and I will probably finish this up tonight when I have to do some tidying in my room. It's very messy and I'm only going to make more of a mess when I film my unhaul after work. And yeah, when I have time to sit down I will pick up this, hopefully get like 50% of the way through, hopefully finish off this. And if I do finish this, I also have the audiobook for Daughter of the Moon Goddess and Only a Monster, which are 2 other BookBox books I want to read before the month is up, by the 27th. So it's going to be interesting. So yeah, that's it from me. I will hopefully check in with you soon. I've been very bad at vlogging recently. I have no plans for the rest of the week, which means I have nothing interesting to vlog, but also no reason I shouldn't vlog. So fingers crossed. Hello. It is 8:45, day 1 of Spring Fling O'Ween, and I've read a book today. I've read A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross, and let me tell you, when I finished this book, I was mad. Really enjoyed it. I was having a good time, and then that ending. Oh, that ending. I thought it was a standalone. I thought that was going to be it, just the one book, and then no, apparently a sequel is due to come out in December. I really should look into these things a bit more before I start reading. But yeah, apologies for the red face. I'm ill and warm. I was really cold before, so I had a fluffy jumper, had blankets. Now no longer very cold. But yeah, no, and then my anger fueled me because I was like, you cannot end it like that. It's fine, it's not ended like that, but for a second. Okay, but since it is part of a series, I'm giving it 4.5 stars. Had a really good time, really liked the relationships, really liked the world, looking forward to seeing more of it. There was a lot of good setup and more. And like, I'm glad it's going to be a series. I'm looking forward to more in the world. But yeah, be aware that it's part of a series going in and not a standalone. And this particular edition does not have yellow on the cover, but the normal UK edition does. So I'm going to count this as a book with yellow on the cover for Spring Fling O'Ween, and then Gabby and Olivia are doing sprints right now, so I'm going to carry on watching those and read Final Girls. Like I said, hoping to get about 50% into this tonight. It's only 9 o'clock, so I've got like 2 hours reading, and then I'll take it to work tomorrow, see how much I can accomplish. But I will also be starting the audio of Daughter of the Moon Goddess, or Only a Monster. Haven't decided yet. We'll see what mood strikes when I'm picking an audiobook to fall asleep to. I may check in once I've started this, I may just check in tomorrow. We'll see. Hello, it is 9:15. It is Thursday. I had a really long day at work today. I worked from 8:45 until 6:30 and just truly lost all brains. Came home and immediately just ate pasta and watched Heartstopper and had a really nice time. So I watched 4 episodes. I will watch the other 4 tomorrow after work. But what have I been doing? I'm already in pyjamas. I'm going to read volumes 1 and 2 of Heartstopper, I think, and then put on my audiobook of Daughter of the Moon Goddess and go to sleep and check in with you tomorrow when I have a fully charged battery and hopefully like energy. We're going to ignore what my hair was doing in that, and we're also going to ignore just what I look like. I've literally had a nosebleed for 90% of the day, so like I really don't give a shit anymore. And we're just going to chat tomorrow. Hi guys, happy Saturday. It's the last day of Spring Fling O'Ween. I've not really spoken too much. I've been ill and tired and lazy, but I have been reading, so let me tell you about it. So Thursday, I believe. What did I read on Thursday? I feel like I finished reading something that was like important. Can't remember, but I did also read. Oh, I finished reading A River Enchanted. I think I told you about it. Really enjoyed it. 4.5 stars. Looking forward to the next book in the series. Now after that, I read all 4 volumes of Heartstopper because I watched half of the show again, and then I was like, you know what, I really want to reread it, so I did. They all got 5 stars, and they all count for the read a book with pink or yellow, because we have volume 1, which has pink on it. We have volume 2, doesn't really have pink on it, but they're blushing, so I'm counting it. We have volume 3, which is like very yellow, and we have volume 4, which is again pink and yellow. And these are just excellent. If you don't know what they're about Charlie and Nick. It's just like a wholesome gay love story set in a British high school, college, 6th form, and it's just one guy who's out getting a crush on a guy who is figuring out his sexuality, and they figure it out together, and it's really sweet and really lovely and really wholesome, and I just love them so much. And then as you get later on into the series, they start looking at sort of more serious issues like mental health and eating disorder, so there are some trigger warnings later on. A trigger warning for the first volume for sexual assault as well. But yeah, I love them so much, and the TV show is so great, and I've had Why Am I Like This on a loop just constantly since I heard it in the show. I was like, wow, that's a song. Yeah, and then I listened to half of Rappuccini's Daughter by Nathaniel Hawthorne, which is about a scientist who makes his daughter poisonous because he's cultivating poisons, and that's discovered by this like hot neighbour guy, and then things happen, and it's really short, and it was fine. I didn't really like the writing. Some classics you can tell like they're written well for the time, and some just feel like they're written in an old writing style. Like if you were reading it during the time, I'd be like, there's nothing special about this just sounds old. Like there's nothing clever or intricate about the way the sentences are put together. Like it was kind of boring, which is unfortunate, but it was nice seeing my girl Beatrice from The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter. Loved that series. So yeah, that was fun. And then I read Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sue Lin Tan, the stunning fairy loot edition. This has pink on the cover, so also counts for Spring Fling O'Ween. This is a retelling of, inspired by the Mid-Autumn legend, and it's about the Daughter of the Moon Goddess and how she flees her home and befriends the Emperor's son, and then is trying to save her mother. Like a lot of other stuff goes on, and to be honest, it was fine. I gave it 3 stars. I'm gonna read the sequel because it's just a duology, but there was nothing particularly special about the writing, and I don't know, the characters were a little frustrating. A lot of it was quite frustrating, if I'm being honest with you, and then the ending felt really rushed, but it also didn't leave on a cliffhanger. So like I know that there's more plot to explore in the sequel, but it didn't leave us with a direct jumping off point. And like the love triangle nonsense was also just not super well executed in my opinion. And finally I have started Only a Monster by Vanessa Len. I'm literally like page 43. So I'm really not very far into this, and it's fine so far. I don't know what is really going on, but I'm interested to find out. So I really need to finish Final Girls because it's the last day of the month, and that's the only book left on my actual TBR, and I refuse to not complete that TBR because I don't want Chloe to punish. So I'm going to read that now, and then it doesn't really matter if I don't finish this because it's not in my TBR, but I would like to because I really need to make a crack on my BookBox books. Tomorrow, I'll probably just carry on this vlog till tomorrow and then start the Final Books of Book group vlog on Monday rather than cut this off and just skip a day. Unless I finish everything tonight, in which case I won't do that. I'm going to the market tomorrow, so like there might be nice things to see. Like, you know, it might be a good time. But I really need to tidy up tomorrow because I didn't do that today. And I'm not going to do that today because I didn't do it yesterday. I've been so ill and so tired and so grumpy that I'm just going to curl up and read. And I will make my fall theme drink later, which is basically, it's just going to be Bailey's hot chocolate because that is what I want. I'm going to sit in this chair and read Only a Monster because I'm going to get the hot chocolate after I finish Final Girls. So I'm going to go read that now, probably. Hey, hello. I forgot I was wearing my pyjamas. Do you like my dinosaurs? Wow, okay, so it's like 9:30 and I 100% could finish Final Girls before the end of the night. I definitely could read this last like 250 pages that I've got. I'm currently on chapter 15, page 126, and there's like 330 pages. So I could read that last 200 pages before midnight, right? I'm just saying this because this is the last book on my TBR, and I'm not going to finish it because I don't want to. I don't like it. I'm not having a good time. So this is a book about Quincy who survived a massacre and doesn't remember anything that happened during the massacre. And then years later, another girl who survived a massacre dies after she's been drugged, and like an hour or two after she sent Quincy an email saying like there was something going on, another final girl has shown up to talk to Quincy, and I don't think that she's who she says she is, and I think that's part of like a plot. I'm assuming it's a red herring. Sorry about the spoilers that might be happening. I'm not going to finish the book. I'm just saying that like obviously the person who did Quincy's like massacre, the person they initially arrested, I don't think that's the person that did it because there's just so much like speculation about Quincy not remembering anything. So it's probably someone we've already met. So it's either the boyfriend or the cop because it's not the mum, you know. And I don't think it's Sam either because she was like a different. Anyway, I don't think it's Sam. Don't think Sam was there. So it's either the cop, which is likely because the cop was there, or it's the boyfriend. And I don't care enough to read to the end and figure it out. Just think thrillers may be out for me. I think I'm going to try some cozy mysteries though. I think they might be more my vibe. So I gave this a go, gave it a good shot, and it wasn't my thing. So what I'm going to do is listen to the audiobook for Only a Monster while I play Temple Run and get an early night, and then start my main TBR tomorrow, which I also have to film tomorrow. But the book I'll be starting is Ship of Magic because I'm giving myself the entire month to read the live ship traders. So there's that. I need to hydrate and do my skincare routine, and I will talk to you tomorrow. But Spring Fling O'Ween has ended. I did make myself a hot chocolate, but I drank it and I didn't film the process. So rip to that prompt being immortalised on film. Hello, happy Sunday. It's like 10ish. I'm ready to go out to the market with my mum and my nan. It's going to be a nice day. It's miserable weather though, which is fun. And I did not finish Only a Monster last night. I got to chapter 16, page 235, and then decided that I wanted to go to bed. And so I listened to The Island of Dr. Moreau on audio from Leave Rocks. Is that what it's called? The free classic audiobook place, and did not finish that either. So I have 2 books that I'm just gonna wildly roll over, but they were not like mandatory reads. So yeah, April is over. It's now May. I'm gonna count Only a Monster for the Royal Readathon, even though I've only got like a third of it left because it has a ball in it, and I didn't know what to put in for the prompt of ball party because none of the books on my TBR had a ball or a party that I'm aware of. They might, but I don't know. So I'm going to count it and film my TBR later. And yeah, going to start the audio Ship of Magic once I finished Only a Monster. Going to have a good day. Let's take you along with me to the market, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Hello, we are back from the market. It's only like 12:30. I'm gonna have a nap because this illness is really taking it out of me. I'm gonna drink tea, have an hour basically, and then put on my audiobook of Only a Monster while I sort out my room because it's so messy right now. And I'm determined to not live like this. So it's happening, but only after a nap. Okay. Hello everybody, it is a few days later and I'm finally here to wrap up my Spring Fling O'Ween plus an extra day reading vlog. So to conclude, I did finish It's Only a Monster on the 1st of May. I gave this 4 stars. This is about, I don't think I ever told you what it was about because I'm terrible. This is about a girl who's from a family who are monsters, who doesn't realise that they're telling the truth when they say they're monsters, and she starts dating a guy, turns out to be a very famous monster slayer. Things go down, and then she has to team up with a rival monster family's son, and there's time travel, there's lots of things going on. It was a lot of fun, and I had a good time with this. I gave it 4 stars. Some of it happened really quickly, but the ending really came out of nowhere. Like, it didn't come out of nowhere. Like, I understood all the characters' motivations that led there. Like, I understood it, but like, I was still surprised. It was a bold choice, and I approve, and yeah, had a really good time, really enjoyed it. Looking forward to the sequel. And I told you I DNF'd Final Girls. I think I've like been thinking about this, and I think it's because it's a thriller, like a mystery. It had no distance from like the real world, you know. So I read The Devil in the Dark Water earlier this month, and that was far removed. It was like historical, so it was like nothing to do with like today. And I feel I do need a sort of disconnect from reality when I'm reading. So like, terrible things happen to women all of the time, and so it didn't feel too far removed from like how fucked up the world is. Whereas like when you're reading like contemporary romance, like, sure, good things happen to people and people have romantic relationships, but they don't happen to people that I know. No one has like storybook romances, and so there is that level of disconnect. And also, like, I don't want that kind of relationship. I hate cheesy ass moves. Like, I get second-hand embarrassment so bad, first-hand embarrassment also, so I don't want that kind of relationship. I like reading about it. I like seeing that kind of intimacy in the world, you know. It's fun. So yeah, I think I need, if I'm going to read mystery or thriller, there needs to be some kind of disconnect for me to enjoy it. Yeah, what else did I read? So I DNF'd that, which was my backlist thriller or mystery for Spring Fling O'Ween. This does not have yellow or pink on the cover, so this doesn't count for any Spring Fling O'Ween prompts, sadly, but it's fine because I didn't finish it during that anyway. The first book I finished was A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. I give this 4.5 stars. This is about a magical island called Cadent and the bard who is summoned back by his childhood nemesis, who is the daughter of his clan leader, so he can help save them. And this is book 1 in the series, which is important to know going in because I really thought it was a standalone, and the ending really pissed me off until I realised it wasn't. So I'm very excited for book 2, which I believe comes out later this year. The Elements of Cadence series, I think, and yeah, really enjoyed this one. Highly recommend. Also read Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sue Lin Han, which is a reimagining of the Mid-Autumn legend, and is about the Daughter of the Moon Goddess who is sent away from her home in order to sort of save her mother, and she's doing everything she can to save her. She meets several people on the way. There's romance, there's an interesting magic system, there's a lot going on, and it was 3 stars. I didn't really like it. It was fine, but I thought the writing was kind of bland, the characters were kind of frustrating, and the pacing was a little off, but like I enjoyed it. It was fine. I'm looking forward to reading the sequel, which the cover has just been announced. Stunning, chef's kiss, beautiful. I really hope Fairy do a matching edition because these edges and the foiling, stunning. And this does have pink on the cover, so it counts as a pink or yellow book for Spring Fling O'Ween. I rewatched Heartstopper during Spring Fling O'Ween, and I also read Heartstopper volumes 1 to 4, which we're counting as pink. I've already like stretched this in the video, but yeah, pink because they're blushing, yellow and pink and yellow. And I love this series so much. This is about Nick and Charlie, 2 guys, high school 6th form, who have to date and deal with the consequences that come from that, and it's just so sweet and wholesome, and I love it. And the TV show is just so sweet and wholesome, and the music is great, and yeah, I had a great time. I also read 2 classics. So I read Rappuccini's Daughter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. I gave this 3 stars. It was fine. There was nothing special about the writing, and knowing the story of it already sort of made, and there was nothing too much going on, you know, it was fine. But if I knew nothing about Rappuccini's Daughter before I went into it, if I didn't know sort of the big twist, it might have been more interesting, you know. And I also read The Island of Dr. Moreau by H.G. Wells, which again, it was fine. This one was written a little better. I did like the writing a bit more. Again, it didn't hook me the same way that some classics I've read recently have done. So again, this was a 3.5 star. I'm glad I read it. And yeah, it was a pretty successful 4 days of reading, to be honest. After it took me so long to read the Farseer trilogy, I was scared that I wasn't going to read any of these. But I did, and it was fine. And now Spring Fling O'Ween is over. I'm looking forward to Summerween as and when that happens. Maybe I will have found a thriller or mystery I want to read by then. And yeah, that is it from me. I will see you in the next one. Please check out my social media, link down below. Any videos that I've mentioned or any people I've mentioned will also be linked down below. Don't know who they are right now, but I'll remember, promise. And yeah, I have no idea what video's coming next, but there will be one at some point, I assure you.